Hi. So today's project, I will be sewing. I'll be sewing 3 eggs with patterns that I created. This is for an Easter project. I will be making Easter baskets. And instead of buying plush, what I want to do is make a few egg so that I could save a few coins. I have my sewing machine plugged up to my generator. So I'm just trying to get that going real quick. Wait, is it plugged up? Hey, I'm biased. NLV. Wait, did it come on? Oh yeah, there it is. So my light is a little bit dim on the machine. And if you can see, I've drawn 3 eggs onto this fabric. And I left an opening down here at the bottom because that's where I'm going to stuff it, okay? I'll be right back. I'm about to show you all a sample of what it is that I'm doing. All right. So here's an Easter basket that I will be designing with. And inside we have these little eggs. So I'm going to be making that with this fabric. Okay. So if you can see right now, my thread is like hanging from the front. And it's only because I don't have like a great threading method so that my thread can just like flow loosely. I have that same issue when I'm tufting, but I'll figure it out one day. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and slide this fabric under the machine. Okay. Cute fabric eggs. Thank you so much. What are you making now? Okay. So this is what we're making. All right. So what I'm going to do first is lower my thread into my fabric. Can y'all see that right here? This is where we're working. I think I should zoom in a bit. Hopefully that's a good angle. I'll get my foot pressed down here. And I'm going to go ahead and start sewing around the egg, okay? I'm going to do a back stitch. So honestly, guys, what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of brushing up on my sewing skills because I've had my sewing machine tucked away for some time now and I need a refresher. I'm very interested in starting back making garments, shirts and skirts and pants and stuff like that. So I'm trying to freshen up. The other day when I was on the sewing machine, I bit my needle. So I had to swap that out. We won't be here long. We'll only be here about 15 minutes or so. Okay. So I got the first one sewn. I'm gonna clip this and show you all if I can find my scissors. So I tried my best to sew along the line. I'm gonna show you the black side first. Thank you, Mama Next Level Vision. All right, we have an opening here, and that's where our stuffing is gonna go. Okay, I did pretty good for that shape. I'm gonna start with the next two or the next one. I have two more to do. Then I'm gonna cut it out and flip it. We're gonna flip it. I think pillows are one of the most easiest things to learn how to start sewing. This is how I learned how to start sewing. I was in high school and we had a project where backstitch. Okay. We had a project where we made pillows and we hand stitched the design in the pillow. Well, I know that's what I did. I'm not sure what everyone else did, but I don't think we were working with vinyl or anything like that at the time. This sewing machine I'm using now was gifted to me by Miss Nene. Shout out to Miss Nene. Deneen Davy on YouTube. She's a gift basket maker and she's no longer interested in sewing. So when she saw that I had messed up my machine, so one of the first times I got on here, I was using the wrong cord in my machine and it literally burnt out. So she reached out to me. Well, it's kind of pulling now, y'all. I think I'm gonna just pull a little slack just in case. But it was going through the machine really well. So I had burnt out the machine and she messaged me and let me know she had an extra machine. And she sent it to me. She's such a sweetheart, y'all. Let's see. All right, we're done with that one. Let's check out this design. All right, that's a little bit better. Let's see. All right, that's 2 eggs down. Those are the smaller egg patterns that I made, so it'll be smaller than this one. Okay, we got one more. Let's see what y'all are saying. Hey, Tasharia. Thanks so much for joining. And if you're watching the replay, I really appreciate the view. All right, we got one more egg, and then we're going to flip. All right, so I have about 2 or 3 sewing machines that maybe 2 of them really work. One of them I wanted for a long time to take it to Joann's and see if someone there could help me. I have a E6 code. I'm not sure what it is, but I think it's an electric machine. The E6 code means that I think that it means it's some type of thread tangled up in my machine. I was never able to figure it out, but that machine has like a speed. So I'm controlling the speed now with the presser foot on this machine, but my other machine has like a lever where it doesn't matter how hard you press the presser foot or the foot pedal, it's not gonna go, it's only gonna go so fast, okay? So we're currently making eggs for Easter, for our Easter baskets, so that we don't have to. I'm sitting here talking to my. I'm so sorry, y'all. I did not realize that my stream had ended. So where I left off, but here is the last egg. So yeah, it went down to 0 views. Wow, I didn't know. I'm so sorry, y'all. I did not know that I was cut off. But I'm currently done with the sewing machine. All right. Yours never stopped? The talking probably stopped. Okay. You see, I have this fabric pinned together, right sides. I have this fabric pinned right sides together. That's how you sew a pillow. You put your like sides together, okay? Let's zoom this back out. All right, here we go, y'all. 3 eggs. I know if you're live, then this part is where writing is, so I'm sorry about that. Okay. I have a little iron here that I can just iron this piece of fabric if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to wait to iron if I do any ironing, because I will be stuffing these pillows, so the wrinkles may get fluffed out. Okay, so here 11 minutes. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes, show you all what the stuffing process looks like, and then we're going to be off with our day. So y'all see that these are Easter eggs. Okay, thanks again for joining, you all. Let's see, no comments. And I'm sorry we got cut off. I did not realize that until I stopped sewing. So what I'm doing now is just trimming around the egg. Okay. And this is what we're trying to make. Okay. So in the past, what I would have done, because this is a circle, is snip like right along here, right along the edges, so that the fabric can bend properly. Let me show you what I mean, like that. But I don't think it's absolutely necessary for this project. But when you're working with like rounded projects, that's what you want to do, so that when you flip it, see I left the hole there, I'm going to flip it inside out. Okay. And then you can take an object or just use your hands and kind of push it out. And I think my phone may have stopped because it's towards the end of the month. So when I get some more service, we should be good. Which is another reason why I probably won't be going live on the road today, because I don't think I have the best signal and enough Wi-Fi for the month to keep doing that without it being choppy for you all. So there's that. Okay, here's one egg. I'm gonna stuff it at the bottom. That's the medium size pattern, and it's just from what I did was I put the like size together, put this on the page, and took a marker and traced the pattern on here. So that's what this is actually. Okay. From an egg pattern that I drew. Okay. So this is the smaller one. Actually, I'm gonna trim around the edges. I didn't trim this one. I went straight to flipping, but that's not what we want to do. I'm gonna trim around so it don't be so much fabric when you flip it around the sides and stuff, like right here. See, it's a little fabric in there, but it's not gonna be an issue with the pillow. So, and also it is not. Okay, well, anyway, what I was saying was, and I'm so sorry about the connection, y'all. We're going to get this together. We're almost at 15 minutes, but these shreds or the scraps that I'm using from the side of the egg that I'm cutting off, we can stuff those inside the pillow as extra stuffing, okay? So this is the small one. I'm going to go ahead and flip this one out. And this is all from fabric that I got from Dollar Tree for, guess what, 1 penny. So yeah, we're using penny fabric, and it looks like this. So if you're ever in a store, Dollar Tree, in the craft section, There's like boxes of fabric that have these rolls in them. And I'm going to show you guys a few designs. So that's our 2 eggs. I have to flip another one and stuff it. But really quickly, before I end the live, I wanted to show you all the fabric, what they look like, the fabric designs, just in case you were interested in getting any penny fabric. I left a lot of these patterns behind, these 3, but I will be seeking out more of these soon. So this is what the fabric will look like. It should be 1 cent at all Dollar Trees, okay? Here's another design. All right, 2 more. And there may be more. This is just the ones that I found so far. All right. Let's see. I think that's it. I had them all in order. Wait, got this one and this one, actually. So yeah, if you find these fabrics, you know, you can always ask them to price check just to be sure. But if not, they're like $150 or something like that. So let me show you all what I'm gonna do. So like I'm gonna take these extra scraps and just stuff it inside this little hole that I made at the bottom. And it'll be at the top of the pillow, like right up here. I did that with one of these. Let me see. With this one, as you can tell, there's no difference. I mean, when you can feel the difference, but the look is basically the same, okay? So I'm just gonna stuff a few of these scraps in here. And we're gonna stuff this pillow a little bit more with our fluffy stuff. Where is my pillow stuffer? Actually, oh, I think it's in the hall. Can you grab my pillow stuffer, please?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. So while Frank's grabbing the pillow stuffer, I'm gonna go ahead and trim the edge of this. I think it should just be sitting there, the big box. It may be by the closet. I don't think it's in the closet. All right. So now, I made this face way too small to flip. Probably. We'll deal with that later though. Thank you. All right, so right here we have a box of, it's called Polyfill actually. I should make sure I show my address. Okay, so it's Polyfill and it has this stuff in it. So this is what I'll be using to finish stuffing these eggs, and it's what I use to stuff these as well. It's really simple and easy to work with. Let's see. If I would have made my hole a little bit bigger, it would have been easier to stuff it, but I didn't, so I'm just going to have to kind of be on a struggle bus with this. All right. And take little pieces of the fluff and stuff it. Yep. Yep. Let me see how it's turning out into a pillow. All right. Oh, I dropped that. Sorry. So yeah, make sure you give yourself enough of an opening to stuff your fabric. I mean, well, yeah, fabric and pillow stuffing or whatever you put in here. Some people use like rice and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go with this pillow stuff. All right, and then what I do is after I have it all stuffed and filled, I take the hot glue and I close the gap. Okay, so we just close the bottom. That's all we're gonna be doing. Okay. Thank you all for joining. I hope you all have an amazing day. And I do wish to see you all later in these YouTube streets. Maybe even back on my block, where we will be playing games and doing giveaways. So just remember the fabric I showed you all, because I might have a game where I ask you all which fabric or which item was a penny and from which store. Okay, so if you're staying up to date on those penny items, you're gonna be ready for this game. And even if you're not, you're probably gonna have like a 50-50 chance, because there's only 2 stores that I penny shop from. All right, y'all. See this little eggy? All right. So the answer is probably only gonna be Dollar Tree or Dollar General. You have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. Okay. So if you don't know, you just take your chances with typing one of the or the other in the chat and be the first to type it in the chat. You may win a gift. Well, please remember, you are not obligated to play. Does this look like an egg, or what does this look like, you all? Does this look like an egg? Is it giving egg? Because the more I look at it, the more I'm just like, wait, this isn't an egg. This is a freaking pill. I don't know. Let's see. I think I'll stuff it too much more. All right, that's that. So another thing we could do is add fusible interfacing. Okay, you see me wiping this a lot because some of this fluffy stuff is coming straight through the fabric. Okay, we have fusible interfacing, and that will stop all this. I don't think you can see it through the camera, but all this little shag from coming off. And I can also use like tape to get all this off. But yeah, now I'm gonna glue this closed, and I'm gonna get right out of y'all hair. Okay, thank you so much for joining and watching me do this craft. Okay, he's ready. Let's see. So I'm gonna put the glue right along there. I'll open it. Don't do this at home, y'all. Use hot glue fingers, but I'm just gonna squeeze this like this. Press it. It's a little hot, but it ain't too hot. But yeah, that's that. When we have our egg, we've created our egg in 25 minutes. The next thing will be to stuff this. All right, y'all. Have a great day, and thanks so much for joining. And thank you for the 9 likes. I really appreciate it. Bye.